In the past decade, precious metals have been a horrible investment. In spite of the rising debt and the trillions of dollars which were printed since then, the price of gold is barely at its 2011 high, and the price of silver is less than half of its 2011 high. Compare that with the Nasdaq, which during the same time period rose five-fold, or Bitcoin, which went up something like 3,000-fold. No wonder then that precious metals investors are so demoralized, and that compared to the price of gold, the value of gold mining companies is close to an all-time low. If you were concerned about inflation and were unfortunate enough to buy gold exactly at the 2011 high, gold didn't even protect you from inflation. Therefore, it should be clear by now that the people who are still invested in gold and silver are not looking to make a quick buck. They are doing so out of principle. For Wall Street traders, this kind of behavior seems strange and sort of stupid. They evaluate an asset according to one metric only, which is past performance. If it's rising in price, it's great. If not, it's dog shit. If they can book a short-term profit, they're in. If not, they'll get rid of it within seconds. What they fail to realize is that gold is much more than an investment. First and foremost, gold is money. Unlike the dollar, which is a government-issued fiat currency, or Bitcoin, which is a privately issued fiat currency, gold is eternal. Its value comes from its unique physical properties, and its great scarcity is a natural phenomenon which is outside the control of human beings. In my view, this combination of features is essential for money, and there is no viable replacement for it, in paper or in digital form. Having good money is a prerequisite for having a good society, which enjoys liberty and human rights. In the absence of sound money, civil liberties are gradually eroded. The state devolves into a dictatorship. The society breaks down. Owning physical precious metals is a vote in favor of liberty. Every ounce of gold or silver which is held by the public reduces the ability of the state to manufacture inflation, grow its power, and infringe upon the rights of the individual. In an era of rampant inflation and a direct assault on our most basic human rights, it is crucial that we all participate in the fight to restore sound money and put an end to this destructive process. I'm sure that Wall Street traders will laugh at what I just said. By now, they are completely cynical and corrupt. They are only interested in making more dollars, and the hell with everything else. Have fun staying poor, they may utter towards me as they drive their Lamborghinis back to their mansions or their private yachts. But they themselves may be amazed to discover the dire consequences of this approach. As I often say, you get more of what you invest in. If you invest in social media companies, you'll get more Instagram posts and silly TikTok videos. If you invest in government bonds, you'll get more government spending and deficits. If you invest in crypto, you'll get more crypto scams like Alex Mashinsky's Celsius or Sam Bankman-Fried's FTX. On the other hand, if you fail to invest in agriculture, you'll have nothing to eat. If you fail to invest in energy, you'll have no fuel for your shiny Lamborghini. If you fail to invest in precious metals, don't be surprised if you wake up one day and find yourself living in a dictatorship. I should point out that in this case, having all those dollars won't help you much, because dictators have no respect towards property rights. And one more thing about gold and silver. I believe that their performance may yet surprise everyone. In an environment of growth and stability, their price is often subdued. But historically, in periods of high inflation and political turmoil, like we have today, they perform best. After 40 years of prosperity, investors have grown complacent. They're still thinking of inflation as a temporary phenomenon, which will quickly disappear. Once they realize that inflation is here to stay, and that the Federal Reserve has no ability to fight it, they will panic. Then, precious metals investors will finally get rewarded for their conviction and patience. Thank you for listening to the Silver Hermit podcast. Please subscribe to this channel and share it with your friends and family. Hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I release a new video. Remember, I am not a licensed financial advisor. This video is intended for general informational purposes only and should not be regarded as investment advice. Before taking any investment decision, please consult with a professional financial advisor who may assess your personal investment objectives and needs.